the key thing for people is to get clear. What do I want? What does my ideal life look like?
So Dr. Joe Vitale, I'm so excited to have you on this, in this series, in this, basically this movement, because there's so many amazing people, experts, authors. I know you're an author of just too many books to mention, but one of my personal favorites is The Tractor Factor. You're obviously one of the teachers in The Secret. So having you here as part of this movement is really, really special. So thank you.
Thank you. It's an honor. I've been looking forward to this.
Good. Thank you. Well, I have to say, one of the reasons where I kind of feel like for me as a teacher, it's like I get my assignments. And this was definitely an assignment. And it was like download. And the way it came to me was there are other authors that are having success with their books. And I'm sure very well intentioned, but really teaching and telling people that women can't have it all. And that for me goes against everything I completely believe in the universal laws and we know about the abundant universe. So I thought you are one of the perfect people to have come and share your voice and your wisdom and your energy and be part of this, because I know that you don't necessarily believe that either.
No, I'm glad that you're doing something about it, and I'm glad that's the message. So I'm right here with you. I'm a soldier with you. Let's do something about this.
Awesome. So how do you define your it and your all? What does that look like in your life?
Oh, my it and my all. I'd say the short answer is it's being able to do what I want to do when I want to do it. Decades ago, I was homeless. I was in poverty. That definition wasn't there. I couldn't do what I wanted to do. I couldn't do it when I wanted to do it. I was really frustrated. I was very upset. I was struggling, just unhappy. But I would say living the life of having it all means being able to do what you want. There's that freedom, the inherent freedom, that you have a passion, you have a desire, you have an inspiration, you feel like you have a life calling, and you can pursue it. That, I think, is what it's all about.
Awesome. Love that. I love your definition because, we all have our own definitions of what that is. And the idea that it has to be at least for a woman, a husband, a house, the 2.5 kids, it's like this media kind of societal, parenting definition that comes down. And, even if that's what someone wants, they can absolutely create that. There's no judgment on that. Do it, create it, possibility.
If it is your joy to do that, then by all means do that. But it's about your joy. It's about your passion. And I think for each of us, man, woman, child, whatever it happens to be, it's unique to the person. And what they want to do is honor their heart.
Yes.
Honor that coming through.
Absolutely. So what would you say is your core belief? Because you've obviously changed your life dramatically from going from being homeless. And that's wow. That's a very spectrum, like polarity kind of experience. But what is your core belief either about yourself or the universe that allows you to now be in the place of knowing that you can create what you want, when you want it, how you want it?
Yeah, that's a great question. I think there's at least two things going on. One is I believe I deserve it. And I think there's that inherent self-worth that says, Joe, you deserve it. Whatever it happens to be, whether it's writing a book, being a musician, being in movies, swimming all day today, I don't know. Whatever it is that I want to do, I deserve to do it. There's this concept of healthy self-respect that's there. It wasn't always there, as I was pointing out. That wasn't always there at all. It was self-loathing. Mm-hmm. But now it's more of a self-love. And I don't mean that in an egotistical way. I mean it in a healthy acceptance of who I am. And then the other thing is, I think the universe is benevolent. I think the universe says yes. And even back when I was struggling, I looked at the world and I thought, well, I can't have it all. And the universe said, okay, we will make sure you can't have it all. We'll just say yes. And now I think, well, I can have, do, or be anything I want. The universe again says yes. So I think the universe is benevolent, but I needed to be in the flow with it. And by learning how to appreciate myself and love myself, I'm in that flow. This is true for everybody. I'm not saying anything unique about me. As you know, this is what we can all have.
Absolutely. And I love that because you're a perfect example of that. It's like how much you completely change the energy and mindset about that, about yourself, then the universe said, yes,
Yeah, it was saying yes before, but my signals going out were of life is struggle. It's all against me. There isn't enough to go around. Money is hard to get. I mean, all of those things. The universe just said, okay, if that's what you want to believe, we will say yes to that. When I finally changed me, the universe just reflected back. Okay, he now thinks the universe is abundant. Let's give him abundance. You know, it's just, it was all an inside job all along. But I think the short answer to what you're asking me is that learning to love myself and appreciate myself is what opened the door for being able to have, do, or be what I want.
Awesome. So when you're in that space and truly coming from that, hey, I have it all, you know, kind of, and you're really feeling it, what is the essence of that feeling? What's the vibration that you're emitting out?
Oh, you know, I would say the one word is gratitude. Gratitude. And I really want people to understand that as soon as you start coming from that inner vibration of sincere gratitude for your life and everything in it, your life changes in that moment. And the more we can experience that sense of gratitude for what we have now, we send out this higher vibration signal that makes all the next moments coming to us even better. But it begins in this moment by being grateful for this moment. I know there's things that we still want and we want them to show up later, but the more we can be in the now, I really, you know, my bottom line is we're living the miracle. The miracle is right now. It isn't in the past. It isn't in the future. It's right here. And the more we can be in the now, where all the power is, and we can feel that gratitude, the more we transform everything inside of ourselves, and all of our next moments get better and better and better. But what's that one word? It's gratitude. It's that thankfulness. And every day when I'm here in my home, I get in the hot tub at night, and my meditation is thank you, thank you, thank you. It really is. I mean, I can get choked up even right now thinking about it. To live the life that I have now when I struggled for so long puts me in a position of really being grateful. But this is true for all of us. We don't want to wait for things to change. We want to be the one that changes in this moment by experiencing thankfulness now. So to sum it up, gratitude.
I love it. And I felt your sincerity in that, and in like the tears that were about to come, because
I feel it.
It's such it brings you to a place of just being in tears, because it's almost like you're so humbled by what's been given.
I actually have chills on me right now, because the thing that I talk about with gratitude, it's not just that, you know, I'm grateful that I have a computer and I can do this kind of a call with you, but when we start to extend it, the universe is giving me life. The universe is giving me air, and it's keeping me balanced on the planet, and all of my body is working, you know. I'm on my 61st year, and I feel like I'm 18, and I'm working out. I've been in these fitness contests. I'm doing all these things, but I'm not controlling my body. The life itself is. And when I think life is giving me air, and it's giving me this body that's keeping me alive, and I get to do all that I do, I get overwhelmed with gratitude. We can't outgive the universe. When we start coming from that mindset that we can't outgive the universe and that we're given so much in this moment, we transform everything. We start to come from that gratitude, and the rest just kind of comes in. And talk about having it all. At that point, you realize you're living a freaking miracle. You do have it all already. You know, more is coming when you experience having it all right now.
Well, that's why what you just said was so profound. It's like we have it all already.
Yes.
We already have it all.
Yeah. And that's the big turning point. I know that if I went back in time and tried to tell that to the Joe Vitale of 40-some years ago, he wouldn't hear it. Because what he was looking for was the outside changing, not the inside. But I stand here now, or sit here now, and say that when I changed the inside of me, life unfolded. That's when all the riches showed up. They were there all along, but my filters were there. I couldn't see them. And so when I get an opportunity to talk like this with you and the people that end up watching this or are watching this now, I keep saying that's the big message. Be in gratitude right now. I know you want things to be different in some ways, and you want certain things to be attracted into your life. That will all be given unto you when you are in this moment with gratitude and you realize that what you already have is a miracle.
Beautiful.
That's powerful.
Well, that's just it, is that any moment, any situation, any person that, if you want to look for the bad, if you want to look for if you want to complain, if you want it to be different than it is, you can certainly find that.
Right.
But you can also find the beauty and the perfection and, like what you said, the things to be grateful for, and that focus will then bring you more things to be grateful for.
And that's the secret of transformation right there. That's the secret of having it all. And most people haven't heard it. So I really want them to hear it and then live it.
Beautiful.
Life changes upon that moment.
Absolutely. And the beautiful part of it is that each individual person living inside our own minds that has that choice of, okay, how am I going to perceive this? How am I going to go this way and be negative and look for what I can complain about and what I need to fix and what's wrong? Or what can I look at that's right and good about the situation? The only one that can do that is us individually.
Yep. And that's our choice. We have free will. We can go either way. And again, the universe will say yes. If you want to go and say, hey, I see all the wrong going on, the universe will go, okay, we'll point out more of that for you since that's what you would like to have. But if you go and stop and say, wow, this is fantastic, and this call is amazing, and what you're doing is amazing, and the fact that I get to speak like this to you and other people is amazing, the universe goes, oh, he likes that. Let's give him more of that.
Absolutely.
The universe says yes.
Well, I just love you. I love your work. I so appreciate all of your inner work that you did for yourself, but that, you were such a pioneer in doing this that it allowed someone like me to be able to see the evidence of it, to say, wow, if it worked for him, it can work for me. And I'm hoping that having all these amazing teachers that are on the planet right now sharing this vision will really make just such a shift in so many people's minds, saying, wow, there's so many people that are saying that you really can have it all, and that it starts with us, and that, having it all is right now, and just need to be grateful and start being grateful, that those shifts can actually show someone else what they can do and change their life.
And I totally agree with that. So thank you for what you're doing. Godspeed to you and all your listeners. You're helping women, you're helping men, you're helping everybody by what you're doing. Get the message out there, and I'll help in any way I can.
Thank you so much, Dr. Joe Vitale. Vitale, you're amazing. I love you.
Thank you. I love you back.
Bye.
I am the artist of my painting. I'm the driver of my car. I'm the director of my play. And baby, I'm the star.
Are you ready to have it all? When you pre-order your copy of The Art of Having It All today, not only will you get instant access to the digital ebook version that you can read right now, but you'll also get access to over 102 other celebrity interviews where they share their secrets on how they created a life of having it all. Click the link below to discover how you can start having it all right now.